Hey, this is Devin Cooper, and you're watching This is Codi. Be sure to subscribe to his channel on YouTube and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Devin Cooper Music.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of This is Codi. I have a very special guest today, all the way from Calgary, Devin Cooper.
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm great.
Thanks for taking the time, driving up.
Very happy to be here.
Awesome. So when I first have someone on this show, I generally ask the same first question. How did music come into your life?
I mean, growing up, music was always in my house. I mean, my parents didn't necessarily play. They kind of played piano a little bit. But I remember we had a big stereo, big CD player. It was like one of the first CD players you could ever get with those big tower speakers. And growing up, that was always on. We always had some sort of music playing. And I remember being 2 or 3 years old, and we had a Beatles CD. And I remember just like cranking the intro to like Day Tripper and Revolution, like those classic songs over and over again. And so I mean, growing up, it's always been kind of something that's been around.
Right.
It's always been there. It's always been on. Hanging out in my dad's shop, always tunes playing.
Perfect. All right, and you do music full time now, right?
I do.
What did you do before?
Right before I started doing music full time, I worked in an auto parts store in Innisfail.
Nice.
My hometown. And before that, I was working at a gas plant as a power engineer. I went to state for 2 years, so I'm have my third class steam ticket.
Nice.
Third class power engineer.
Awesome. And what kind of advice could you give someone if they wanted to quit their job and do music full time?
Don't do it. No, I'm just kidding. That's a really good question. It's one of those things that it's a big jump that you have to take. And I think that just prepping yourself, making sure you have enough gigs and you're able to sustain yourself is the most important thing. I know I wanted to quit my job a few years prior to when I did. And I just looked at how many shows I had, kind of where I was sitting at financially, and it wasn't something that was feasible at the time. I wasn't at the level where I could. So I think just getting yourself to the point where you know that you're going to be able to pay your bills every month. And
right.
Because I quit my job, moved out of my parents' house, moved to Calgary, increases expense, everything increased, and I had no steady income.
Okay.
So I had to be kind of at a point where I knew I could, if there was a slow month, I was going to be able to make it through and be okay.
Yep.
And so I think just making sure you've been playing around long enough that you can guarantee that you can go get gigs and make enough to at least pay your rent and buy noodles or something.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right. And who are some of your biggest influences and why?
Growing up, I grew up listening to a lot of southern rock and blues, and so that's where my roots all are. Guitar playing wise, Stevie Ray Vaughan has been and probably always will be my biggest guitar influence.
Nice.
If you listen to the stuff I play live, a lot of the solos are influenced by him, and his type of playing revolutionized electric blues. And more recently, like kind of in the last couple of years, as I've been making kind of the slowest transition into country where I'm fully sitting now, a lot of the people like Kip Moore, Chris Stapleton, Cadillac 3, kind of like the rocky country, outlaw country kind of stuff. Okay. And they still kind of retain some of those southern roots aspects that I grew up listening to, so that's kind of where I sit at.
Perfect. And do you still play at the Calgary Airport?
I do. I haven't played there in a little while now. Summer has been absolutely ridiculous.
Busy, yeah?
It's been insane. But I do still play there. I got a couple shows here there at the end of the month.
Nice, because I remember, I think it was back in February, you had something crazy happen with
I did.
Afroman. He performed the night before with Snoop Dogg, and then he came to the airport and he performed with you.
He did.
Tell us how that happened and what was going through your mind during that moment.
It's pretty insane. It was like 10 o'clock on a Friday morning, and I was sitting there playing Every Rose Has Its Thorn by Poison.
Yeah.
And I see this guy walking towards me, and I like do a double take. I'm looking at him. And if you see the pictures I posted in the video that's there, you can see he's got quite the suit on. It's like a white suit with like pink pot leaves all over it.
Super flashy.
Yeah, all over. He's got this big gold cane, and he's walking towards me, and I'm like, at first I'm like, who does this guy think he is? Like, and then as he's getting closer, I'm like looking at him like, I think that's Afroman. And as he's getting closer, he's got a bejeweled briefcase with him that literally says Afroman and jewels on it.
Oh,
and he like
nice.
walked up to me and he's like, yo, my man, how's it going? I was like, good. He's like, is that you singing? I was like, yeah. He's like, can I sing a song with you? I was like, yeah, sure. That would be great. So then one of the WestJet employees walking by, he's like, "Hey, grab my phone." So I handed her my phone. She took a video of us playing Patience by Guns N' Roses. And yeah, it was pretty crazy.
That's insane. I couldn't believe it. That even made the news, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was actually on global news, and I think it actually aired across the country at some point.
Yeah.
Which was
That's
insane.
And then he shared it, I believe.
He shared it. It
Yeah.
got like 25,000 views. And it was actually kind of funny because after we did the whole interaction thing, a few minutes later, I get this phone call, and because I texted him the video, but it didn't go through to him. So
Yeah.
I get this phone call, and it's like, I have no idea what this number is. So I answer it. It's like, "Yo, my man, this is Afro." I was like, "Oh, hey." He's like, "Send me that video again. I didn't get it. I want to share that." I was like, "Oh, okay." So text him the video, and then when all the news articles and everything started coming out, he texted me again and got me to forward him all the news articles and everything that was going on. And he shared it again then.
Yep.
And yeah, it was pretty crazy. He had like 1,000 comments or something ridiculous and 25 or 30,000 views.
That's insane. That is a crazy moment for sure.
It was, yeah, very unexpected.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so let's talk your music now. What's the latest single you have out right now?
My last single that came out, it's called "Nothing on You," and it came out in late April of 2018.
Nice.
So it's been a minute.
Okay, tell us the inspiration behind it.
Well, I'm 22 years old, and I don't have a lot of life experience other than girls and partying.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's pretty much what I'm writing about these days. I mean, a little more than that too.
Yeah, fair,
but
yeah.
the song was influenced by a relationship that I was in.
Okay,
You can listen to the song and
you get the idea.
get the idea.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
We don't need to say any names or
Fair,
nothing.
fair enough. Fair enough. Do you have any plans for new singles? Maybe a new EP in the near future?
I do. I've been writing a ton this year.
Yeah.
I've been down to Nashville a couple times. Spent about 25 days down there this year so far. And I've written just over 50 tunes since January 1st.
Nice.
So just in a big writing phase right now, kind of diving in, writing as many tunes as possible. And I got a few that I'm incredibly stoked on, and might have something come down the line here in
All
the
right,
future.
perfect. And Calgary Stampede just passed,
It did.
and you were super busy during that. How many gigs did you play?
I played 23 shows in the 10 days.
That's insane.
So it was 45-minute sets.
Wow, that is crazy. What was your favorite thing about the Stampede?
There's so many good things. There's a couple really good crowds that
Yeah.
were like super cool to play for. It was actually the last Saturday of Stampede. I had 2 shows right back to back. I was playing with Codi at the King Eddie,
Yep.
and that was a phenomenal crowd, as the King Eddie always is. They get a really good listening crowd there that's super into what you're doing,
Sure.
and so it's always nice to play for those kind of folks. And right after that, I had to race down the street to another venue called Vagabond. And last Saturday of Stampede, it was just packed. There was probably a couple hundred people in there, and it was just me and my acoustic guitar playing for them.
Nice.
And got the whole crowd singing along to a bunch of tunes. And one of the coolest moments was I have a brand new song that I just wrote a couple weeks ago. And by the end of the song, when I was singing the chorus, there was a group of 15 of them that were 25 years old. They were all pounding on the table, singing along the chorus with me. And that was pretty cool. For the first time they had heard the song, to be picking it up and singing along.
Right, nice. Do you have any upcoming shows that we can look forward to?
Yeah, I got a couple coming up. Doing a lot of stuff with Project Wild coming up. We're going to have showcases going on in September and October in Calgary. Those dates haven't been announced yet.
Okay.
Most of August, I'm actually out of the country doing slightly music-related things, slightly not music-related.
Right.
And I got a show at the end of July on the 30th at Wine Bar in Kensington. It's going to be a great show. Tiny little venue, super classy. It's going to be a really fun night.
Awesome.
So there's very limited seats available for that.
Okay.
Playing it in Origin Malting and Brewing in Strathmore for their 3rd year anniversary.
Yep.
And that's going to be a great party. It's Ben Chase and his band, as well as myself.
Okay.
And really looking forward to that. And then I take off for August, and August is just blank.
Yep.
It's going to be gone.
Yep, fair enough. Perfect. All right, man. Last thing, tell everyone where we can find you on social media.
On social media, you can find me at Devin Cooper Music on Facebook and Instagram. Twitter is at Devin Cooper Live, and my music is devincoopermusic.com. And I got all the shows listed underneath too, are on there.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, guys, go check out Devin Cooper. All his links will be in the description below. And thank you so much, man.
Thanks so much for having me.
Appreciate
It's
it.
a blast.
Awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next time.
We've been down this road and we know where it goes. Doesn't work, you and I. Girl, we tried a dozen times. We get up just fast, but it ain't gonna last. Love the thrill of the chase. I can hear my friends say, get out of the way. But I don't wanna, won't hit the brakes. Nah, but I ain't gonna. Girl, you're coming in hard, gonna hit me head on. I don't even care if the wheels fall off. Got me crossing white lines, running red lights, living on the edge, trying to make it out alive. You're so dangerous, probably gonna crash and burn. But I ain't gonna swerve. No, no, whoa. I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, but I ain't got no regrets. Girl, when our lips collide, there's a spark, there's a fire. I should run, girl, but I ain't gonna try. Get out of the way, cause I don't wanna, won't hit the brakes. Nah, but I ain't gonna. Girl, you're coming in hard, gonna hit me head on. I don't even care if the wheels fall off. Got me crossing white lines, running red lights, living on the edge, trying to make it out alive. You're so dangerous, probably gonna crash and burn. But I ain't gonna swerve. No, no, whoa. Love the thrill, yeah, the chase. But I can hear all my friends say, get out of the way. But I don't wanna, go on, hit the brakes. Nah, but I ain't gonna. Girl, you're coming in hard, gonna hit me head on. I don't even care if the wheels fall off. Got me crossing white lines, running red lights, living on the edge, trying to make it out alive. You're so dangerous, probably gonna crash and burn. Girl, you're so dangerous, probably gonna crash and burn. But I ain't gonna swerve. No, no, whoa. Oh, I ain't gonna swerve.